Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a review from the house of Miller et Bertaux. This one is Indian Study, parentheses, santal, plus, 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 whatever that means. As you can guess by the name of this fragrance, it is about sandalwood. Sandalwood is the star of this fragrance. Now, this fragrance does purport to have real Mysore sandalwood as an ingredient. It lists it as an official note. How much of it is in this fragrance, I would have no idea. What I can tell you is that it is one of the nicer sandalwood accords that I have smelled. It is reminiscent of things like Santal 33, and I'm only talking about that woodiness, minus the perceived pickle note and leveriness of Santal 33. So I just want you to know that it's that wood, central wood accord that Indian Study reminds me of. This one here, however, is when I think about sandalwood, I think of creamy butteriness, and here in Indian Study, the woods are very dry combined with the spices. It really gives this kind of dusty effect for me. Miller et Bertaux are a Parisian-based fashion house, and they're probably better known for their clothing than their perfume, but in the last decade they have released several perfumes. This is the only one I've tried. It has official notes like Mysore sandalwood, it has amyris, it has massoya wood, there is also musks, there is a varnish accord here, which I find interesting because when I smell this, I smell almost the opposite of a varnished floor. I mean, my interpretation of what a varnished floor might smell like might be different to everybody else's, but this fragrance basically reminds me of a just sanded, unfinished hardwood floor that still has a lot of, there's still a lot of dust around in the air, and it gives that dryness off. The spices here, even though the spices, if you look at the spice notes on Fragrantica, they mention cumin and curry. No, I don't get any of that. There's no cuminy BO here. There's nothing that resembles curry to me. In fact, when I first sprayed this on, the thing that it reminded me of was a chai blend, a chai tea blend. And that kind of wears off pretty quickly and really just becomes this lovely combination of dry sandalwood with this other dusty woods there, and the amyris then lends a little bit of sweetness. It's kind of vanilla-y in the end. It's just the right combination combined with some clean musks in the base that give this just a really lovely, dry, dusty feel about it. The best way that I can tell you what Indian Study reminds me of, or what kind of mood it puts me in. This afternoon when I was wearing it, I was sitting down and I closed my eyes and I imagined a room, like not necessarily a room I've had or lived in, but my ideal kind of room. I imagine high windows, beaming warm light coming through, pretty sparsely decorated or furnished, hardwood floors and unfinished hardwood floors. So, there's just like a layer of dust there from time not being cleaned, books in bookshelves, and I'm sitting on that floor in the sunlight, basking in the warmth. I can see the particles of dust being illuminated by the sun. I'm sitting there with my favorite paperback book, and I take a big inhale in the middle of those pages, and this basically sums up what Indian study smells like or reminds me of, and it's such a beautiful, happy meditative feeling that it evokes for me. So it is like a soft scent, but it lasts the whole day. Like I could still smell it after 8 hours today, but it stays close to you. Skin scent. It's not a huge projector, but there is just something so calming about this fragrance that puts me in that place, which I really, really love. And given that you can get a 100 ml bottle. It's 200 Australian dollars, or just under 200 Australian dollars here, compared to something like Santal 33 from Le Labo, which is closer to $400 for 100 ml. This one's a no-brainer for me. As long as you don't want the huge projection and sillage that you get with that one. And I'm not saying that they're the same. That one is quite different, but if you like that woody accord, definitely check out Indian Study by Miller et Bertaux. I don't really have much to add to this other than I hope you enjoyed that review, and if you have tried this, let me know. If you tried any from the house itself, also let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for joining me.